Hey y'all!
Hey guys, what's up? It's your Chrome Dome Keto Guido, Chris Maiello.
And Taylor.
And today, we got something super special. We're making keto-friendly Brah-Shole, rolled meat. And just in case you didn't catch our last recipe, we made some keto-friendly meatballs. I'll post the link up here in the left corner, and check it out. Cue the intro!
You can say act. Alright, so for today's recipe, y'all, we're just going to need a few things. First one is some top round or flank steak. If you're in New York or that area, you can ask for some specific Braciole meat. I think here we have about 1.5 pounds. Let's see, we've got 1 egg. A lot like yesterday's recipe for the meatballs, we're sticking with very Italian ingredients. So again, you're going to see 2 chopped cloves of the garlic. We've got the 1/4 cup of parsley chopped, and then the 1/4 cup of the almond flour. To make it keto and add a little bit of protein, what we're going to do instead of the raisins is we're going to take 2 hard-boiled eggs that are quartered. We're going to incorporate those. We've got 3 whole cloves of garlic, as well as about 1.5 ounces of prosciutto. Then here we have some pecorino romano. This is about 1/2 cup. We're gonna do some chopped basil here. We've got the crushed red pepper, and then of course salt and pepper to taste as we go. And of course, this is our homemade sauce. Once a year, we go and make about 200 pounds of tomatoes and turn it into a sauce for us to use throughout the year. Please don't use Prego if you can't help it. So this is our sauce. So there are no whole pieces of tomato in there. Other supplies that you're going to need to help you out today are, of course, a meat tenderizer. And then here we've got some string that we picked up from the dollar store. What we're going to do is we're going to pack the top round with the ingredients, roll it up, and to keep it kept together while it's cooking, we're going to use the string. If you don't have string, that's cool. Use some toothpicks or, those little kebab skewers if you got them. Use those. So that's what we're working with for today. All right, so for everybody at home, one helpful tip when you are beating your meat, it's nice to have some saran wrap. A little bit of protection goes a long way. So all you'll do is take a little bit of this, cover it up.
That was good.
It's gonna stop a lot of that splashing.
Oh my god.
I can keep going. This is gold. Please don't. All right, and now you just start whacking.
All right, guys, once you're done tenderizing your meat, we're going to take a bunch of the other ingredients and mix them into a bowl. Basically, all the ingredients except the hard-boiled eggs and the whole cloves of garlic. Everything else we're basically going to throw in here. So you got the prosciutto, the chopped garlic, the parsley, the almond flour, the Romano cheese, the red pepper flakes, and guess what we forgot again, just like the meatballs?
Olive oil!
Olive oil!
How do we forget the most important thing in any...
You're going to want about a tablespoon of olive oil. This is just
a tablespoon.
It's going to keep it moist.
One more. Oh, what a love.
That's good. And then we're going to throw in the raw egg.
So salt and pepper, are we going to do this in this little sauce, or are we going to do it direct on the meat?
Do it on the meat. So now I'm going to get a shot of it being mixed. Alright guys, so once everything's mixed up, we're gonna lay it on top of the Braciole meat. Spread that out as evenly as possible. So we've spread out our filler evenly onto the Braciole meat. Last step are these hard-boiled eggs. What I'm gonna do is basically, I probably actually only needed one egg. We're just gonna put one egg in each one. Just like that. All right, and now we're gonna roll these things up. You don't want to get them too tight when you're rolling these things up, because then when you go to fry it, all the stuff will come out.
All the good juices.
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for it. All right. There they all tied up. These babies are ready to get fried. We've moved production over to the oven. And what we're gonna do, in a saucepan like this one, throw in some olive oil to basically coat the bottom of the pot. It's about good right there. And then we're gonna throw in those 3 whole cloves of garlic. Set this to low and give that just a couple minutes to fry up just a bit. You want to get the garlic to be a nice golden brown. So the garlic is pretty much good to go. Now it's time to throw the Braciole into the pot. And that's it. We're going to brown each side of the Braciole. And then after that, I should mention now, we forgot to mention another ingredient. Forgive us, we're new to this whole recipe YouTube thing. You're going to need some red wine. Alright, so the Braciole is pretty much ready for the wine. So we're going to throw the wine in there now and kind of deglaze the pot a bit. You can just kind of eyeball that. You want a pretty good amount of wine. And you're going to scrape up all the flavors at the bottom of this pot right now. You're going to want to scrape it up just a little bit. And now we're going to let this go. We're still on a low heat. We're going to let this go for a few minutes like this. It's going to thicken up a little bit. It smells good. Dio, you want Braciole? You want Braciole, Dio? Alright guys, so you can see the sauce kind of turned a little bit of a brownish color. It's reduced enough to where we can put the tomato sauce in. Ooh, baby. Alright. So now this has to cook for about an hour. I'm going to put a top on, and we'll see you in about an hour. Alright guys, so it's sooner than an hour. It's only been about 10 minutes, but I should mention that you should stir this sauce every 10 or 15 minutes or so. After about 30 minutes total, go ahead and take the lid off. That'll help the sauce reduce a little bit more. So by the end of this thing, you'll have a nice, thick, flavorful, delicious, amazing sauce. Oh, this smells so good. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour. The Braciole is done. you can see how thick the sauce got. So basically what I did was after about 30 minutes, I took the lid off just to help the sauce reduce a little bit more. And what I'm going to do now is take the Brah-Shole out. Then to the sauce, I'm going to add some of our fresh basil. And I'm going to, in the meantime, I'm going to let the Brah-Shole cool down a little bit. I'm going to slice it up, and then we should be good to go. We'll plate it up. Alright, so I've taken the Brah-Shole out of the sauce. And now I'm just going to slice it up. Oh, baby. See that egg in there? Don't forget to take the string out. You'll be flossing your teeth while you're eating dinner. So about a ½ an inch per slice, I would guess. How about that for presentation? Ha! Alright guys, now it's time for the best part. Before I taste this though, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Brah-Shole. See, when Mom would make the Sunday gravy, this was always kind of the highlight. So I'm hoping I got somewhere near there though. This one's a little bit different because I put the egg in there and it's keto friendly, so there's no breadcrumbs. So let's try this out. Make sure I get a little sauce on there. It's really good. Oh, the sauce is awesome. So, oh, the sauce is so good. When you're done with this whole thing, you're gonna have a ton of extra sauce left over. If you're not doing the keto thing, you could boil up a pound of macaroni. If you are, you could save it. You can make a chicken parm. I'll probably in the future throw up a keto-friendly chicken parm recipe. But having tomato sauce around in your fridge is super handy because it goes with so many things. I'm going to have another one of these. It's so good. But guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been really fun. This is a great recipe. Hope you guys try this one out. Visit chromedomeradio.com. That's where the podcast is. As always, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Let it go.